What happens when you stop chasing? This piece is about the art of allowing and what happens when you stop chasing. My name is Adina, and I'm a 7-figure digital entrepreneur. And over the years, I've built several 6- and 7-figure digital businesses using a content-driven business model specifically, especially written content. And today, like I said, I'm talking about the art of allowing and what happens when you stop chasing. Before we get into this piece, I also want to invite you to my brand new space, which is called She Thrives Gold. And in She Thrives Gold, it is a space where wealth becomes embodied, identity becomes aligned, and women rise together without shrinking themselves ever again. This is your season of expansion, and your breakthrough is alive, and your next identity is waiting for you to claim her. Welcome to She Thrives Gold. And if you're looking to hit those 100K months, they're waiting for you to shift who you believe you are, and they're waiting for your nervous system to feel safe at the level you crave, and they're waiting for you to expand into the version of yourself who no longer doubts whether she can have it. So that's what She Thrives Gold is all about. I'm going to leave the link in the description for that, and you can check that out. So let's get into this piece. It's really important. This piece is really important, and I want you to grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever you want to drink, and let's go. So there was one afternoon, I think it was Friday or Thursday, and this day it felt kind of slow. And this was when like my to-do list started. It stared at me like it was just a stagnant pool or something. Like there was just so many things on there, and I hadn't ticked any of them off, and that's something that makes me feel anxious. I'd spent weeks launching a new offer, tweaking copy, recording reels, doing all the right things to call in clients, and yet nothing was moving. You know, this was a particular period of time. This happened. I remember sitting on my desk, and I felt really uncomfortable, anxious. I kept checking my inbox again for the fifth time that hour, and my chest felt like it was holding its breath. I whispered under my breath, what am I doing wrong? That question, so loaded with fear and frustration, was the very energy that kept me stuck. Because underneath, what I was really asking was, why isn't the universe rewarding my effort? It took me months and several teary journaling sessions to understand that I wasn't being punished for not working hard enough. I was simply out of alignment. I was chasing instead of allowing it. And I know it's hard. When you really need to make money, you need to make money now because you've got bills to pay. You need to make money now because you want to level up your life, and you've just got so many things you need to get done. It's hard to just allow instead of chase. But trust me, when you do that, you see breakthroughs beyond your wildest imagination. I want to talk about the energy of chasing. If you're a woman creating her own path, an entrepreneur, an artist, a coach, you probably know the edge of your seat energy of trying so hard. You do the mindset work, the affirmations, the rituals. You show up, you post, pitch, perform, but somehow it still feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill while smiling through it. You feel like you're just doing so much and nothing's working. That's the energy of chasing. Chasing says, I don't trust it will come unless I control it. It's the energy of scarcity disguised as ambition. Our nervous systems get hooked on that sense of urgency. Adrenaline becomes familiar, almost comforting because it gives you the illusion of progress. But beneath it, there's fear. Fear that if we pause, we'll lose everything we've built. What if being allowed isn't laziness? What if it's the purest form of faith? The shift from force to flow. You know, when you stop chasing, something subtle but profound happens. Your nervous system begins to sigh, and it begins to have this sense of relief. And from that exhale, your energy recalibrates. You start to move differently, slower, more intentionally, more attuned. Dr. Joe Dispenza says your personality creates your personal reality, meaning what you become energetically, you attract physically. So when I finally allowed myself to rest, to trust that my worth wasn't tied to my output, I noticed something wild. The clients started coming in. Opportunities that had felt stuck began to open up as well, because my energy was no longer screaming, I needed to do this work. It was whispering, I'm okay either way, and that's magnetic. Before I get into this next part about reprogramming the subconscious, and the inner work of allowing. I want to say this. I'm saying this to you right now. I am a challenge person. I love to challenge myself. It's something that I do. I'm known for it. I like to do as many challenges as I can every single year, every single month. I mean, sometimes I do 2 challenges, sometimes I do 3, sometimes I just do 1, sometimes I do a 7-day challenge. But I want to say this. I do challenges because it aligns with me. It aligns with my energy. It aligns with how I feel. It aligns with my nervous system. I don't feel anxious when I'm doing challenges. I feel great. The only time I do start feeling anxious when it comes to challenges is when the challenge is not aligned. And I'll know when it's not aligned, and I'll just take a break from it. I won't feel guilty. I'll just take a break from it, and I'll jump back on it if I feel like it. If I feel like there's something that I could have done to realign and to let it go in the right direction energetically. And if it's just not going in the right direction energetically, I'll just stop. There's nothing wrong with stopping. And even if you are doing a challenge on social media, I want to say this, you don't have to carry on doing it because you've announced it on social media. You can make a whole video and say, I'm stopping this challenge because it doesn't align. And you're just open and honest about it. And no one can really say, well, you're a failure because you failed the challenge. I'm currently doing a 1,000 post challenge, and I haven't managed to achieve it. I'm going to make a whole video about it. And I'm on day, I believe, 20 of the challenge, and I've posted about 300 pieces of content, and I've even posted less pieces of content than I posted last month, which last month was my 500 post challenge. And I don't feel anxious about it. I feel like it is what it is, and I just know that each day I'm posting content, and even if it doesn't hit the 1,000, I'm still posting content, and it is what it is. But I still feel energetically aligned with it because my decision is to post daily, regardless, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Substack, whether it's on Medium, whether it's on my blog, whether it's wherever it is, I'm posting daily. That is my decision. It's not even a goal. That's my decision. So even if it's not 1,000 posts in a month, it is what it is because I'm energetically aligned, regardless of whether it's 1,000 or whether it's 20. Let's talk about reprogramming the subconscious. The reason why I wanted to mention this was because if it doesn't feel energetically aligned for you, just don't do it. Because it's going to start feeling so forced. There's a difference between being lazy and knowing when something is just not energetically aligned, and taking a break and taking a pause and saying, right, I need to go in this direction instead. I need to post on this platform instead of this one. You might have been posting on TikTok for a while and you're like, nah, this isn't working for me. You don't have to be on every single platform known to man because you have to feel energetically aligned. And this is what I believe. Yes, you want to make money, but you don't have to chase to achieve what you want to achieve. And that comes along with social media as well. Sitting down posting 200 comments a day, it's not necessary. 5 aligned, helpful, value-packed comments are better than posting 100 comments that just say, oh, that was a great piece of content. Okay, let's go. Reprogramming the subconscious, the inner work of allowing. Allowing isn't passive. It's an act of deep reprogramming. Most of us carry subconscious beliefs from childhood or early entrepreneurship that say money only comes through hard work. If I'm not productive, I'm lazy. Ease is suspicious. These beliefs run like background software, guiding our emotional reactions and business decisions. So when you try to allow, your body might actually feel unsafe. Your nervous system, conditioned to associate safety with effort, panics when you slow down. That's why mindset work alone isn't enough. You have to bring your body along for the journey. Breathing deeper, grounding more often, learning to sit in the stillness without reaching for the next thing to fix. You can't receive from a place of tension. Allowing is about teaching your body that peace is safe, and that rest doesn't mean loss, and that abundance is your natural state, not a prize you earn. Energetic alignment and the law of resonance. Let's talk about this. Here's the beautiful thing about energy. It doesn't lie. You can say all the affirmations you want, but if you're in a frequency, let me say that again. You can say all the affirmations you want, but if your inner frequency is rooted in fear, that's what the universe hears. Energetic alignment is about bringing your thoughts, emotions, and actions into harmony with the version of you who already has what she desires. Ask yourself, How does she feel in her body? How does she move through her day? What does she no longer chase? Start living from that energy now before the results appear, and you'll notice your external world start to match your internal one. Because the universe doesn't respond to need, it responds to truth. There's a quiet confidence that comes when you finally surrender the need to control. Trust isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about knowing that even if it isn't, you'll be okay. It's choosing to believe that your desires are already on their way, even when there's no physical proof yet. And as Lao Tzu once said, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. And that's the heart of allowing, releasing your grip on who you think you have to be so you can receive what's already yours. When you stop chasing, you start magnetizing. You begin to notice synchronicities, an unexpected message from a dream client, an idea that flows through you with ease, a door that opens when you finally stop knocking. You stop over-explaining your worth. You stop underpricing your work. You stop performing for validation. And in that space, you begin to remember you are not here to prove, you are here to express yourself. That's where true abundance lives, in expression, not effort. I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself this question: where am I still chasing? Where am I gripping, controlling, or proving? Then ask, what would it feel like to let that go just a little? Maybe your shoulders drop. Maybe you exhale. Maybe your heart whispers, finally. That's the doorway to allowing, and that's where the magic begins, your invitation. If this message resonated with you, it's because some part of you is ready to release the old pattern, the one that says success only comes through struggle. You are safe to receive, you are worthy of ease, you are allowed to let it be simple. If you're ready to go deeper into this work to reprogram your nervous system for safety, wealth, and joy, I invite you to join the Delusional Creator Challenge, where we practice embodying the energy of our next level selves. Or if you're feeling the call to heal what's been holding you back, or on a deeper level, explore Release the Pain sessions, a space to clear emotional residue and create room for abundance to flow. Because the art of allowing isn't just about money or success, it's about remembering who you are when you stop chasing. And she is the version of you that allows lies already whole. If you don't connect with these two offers, the Release the Pain sessions and the Delusional Creator Challenge, then you can definitely jump into my She Thrives Gold, because it's the full package. It's a whole space for women. If you're looking to hit those 100k months, 10k, 20k months, you've never hit those months before, that amount of money, then we are going to be doing the energetic work, the subconscious reprogramming, the nervous system recollaboration, and all the things that are necessary in order for you to hit those months and make it feel easy, because that's what it should feel like. It shouldn't feel like a struggle, shouldn't feel like you're hustling and fighting and tearing your hair out and all of that. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.